What's up, sisters who scale? My ladies in the house. We got 15 people that registered for the training, and a lot of people watch it on replay as well. So how is everybody? How is everyone? I'm super excited to be here. Training tonight is a little bit about mindset, a little bit about what I do. I usually wait a couple minutes for people to get on, so I'm going to wait and take a look and see. So let's see. Okay, 3 people on there. If you're tuning in for the first time, just say hello. We'll wait a couple of minutes while people come on. Like I said, it usually takes a few minutes. So I'm just going to do this. How is everyone's week so far? Everyone having a good week? Everyone have any wins they want to share? Anyone having any good wins that they want to share? Anybody? Anyone going to answer? Let's see who's on. Hi, Amy. I'm excited you're here too. Where are you calling in from? I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. I like to kind of see where everyone's from. This is a cool training tonight. Frankie. Hi, Frankie. 3 new clients so far. It's springtime. It's super busy. It's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Okay, I'm going to start. Oh, Florida. Okay, so you must be on the same, you're on the same time frame as me then, Amy. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Boston up north. Hi, Kelly. Kelly from Daisy Fresh out of Texas. All right, so those of you that are tuning in for the first time that don't know me, you may have seen me this week if you're part of the Zen Maid Inner Circle, because I am going to be doing quite a bit of content for Zen Maid and some trainings through them. So you might have seen me there last week, although my hair looks a little bit different. I'm super glad to be on here. I go live on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single week on another topic related to the cleaning industry. My name is Cheryl Hager. I founded Sisters Who Scale, which is soon to be Sisters Who Scale University. I'll have some announcements in the coming weeks about what that's going to entail. I'm a cleaning business coach, but I'm also a cleaning business owner. I'm still an active cleaning business owner. It's residential and commercial. It's called Maid, and I grew the business from 0 to over $700,000 a year. In about 4 years, it's still growing. I work the business about 15 to 20 hours a week, and my other time I spend helping my clients around the country and in Canada grow their cleaning businesses. We've grown consistently about 30% every single year, and the best thing is we did it during a pandemic, which was scary as hell, but we did it. And people ask me all the time, how did you do it? Or how did you do it? What's the secret? And there's actually not really one secret. There's actually many secrets, and I share them on these lives on Wednesday and then in the training. So if you have any friends that are also cleaning business owners in different states, invite them in the group. A lot of the free trainings I do are super, super valuable, and you can get a lot out of it. So there's a few things. There's namely 3 big steps I'm going to teach you tonight on what I have done in my own business and what I'm still doing in my business and every day, and what you need to do to reach that level of success that you want, whatever that level is, right? We're all on different, we all have different goals. So everyone's different. Someone may only want, to scale to a couple 100,000. Some may want 500. Some may want 1 million. It's all kind of different. But these 3 big steps are non-negotiable in every step of your business. So I tell everyone it's a process of result-producing activities that are performed out in a rolled out systematic plan on a consistent, that's my buzzword, on a consistent basis over and over again. So it's not busy work. It's all result producing activities that produce revenue, right? There's a big difference between busy work and revenue. So there are a lot of CEOs who are doing the day-to-day operations, which is the busy work, which I've done that busy work too. And in the beginning, you have to do those things to keep it going. They always say that the best CEOs should experience every aspect of running their cleaning business. And why? Because when it's time to delegate these things, you know exactly how to do that, right? And I'm going to explain and train. You can explain and train on, what needs to be done, but you're not going to do them forever. This is supposed to be a temporary thing because why? Because busy work distracts you from making money, which is how you scale your business. So, what's busy work for a cleaning business? Paperwork, scheduling, checking emails, checking Facebook, doing laundry, buying supplies. How about filling caddies, cleaning out the vacuums? What about payroll? That stuff, although it's related to making money, it's actually not making you money, right? There's a ton of things. Then you think you're working, and maybe you are, you're doing tasks to kind of help the business, but these things do not directly bring in money. Yes, they are all necessary items that have to be done weekly in a cleaning business. So how much time a week do you think you're going to give to busy work? Take a guess. Anyone ever guess how many hours they put in busy work? Hi, Jaden, Fort Myers, Eastern Standard Time. Woo, my northern girls in the house tonight. My northern girls in the house. So you probably spend 20 hours a week at least doing busy work that doesn't make you money. So what are the downsides to all this busy work? Number one, your loss of focus. Busy work can lead to loss of focus on high impact tasks. So when CEOs are bogged down with administrative routine stuff, right, which is most of what that is, they may lose sight of the big picture and fail to prioritize activities that have the most significant impact on the company's success. And then after you've done a bunch of busy work for the whole day, you get tired. When it comes to focusing on your marketing, will ultimately bring you your sales, you're too tired to do it. You've worked all day, you're drained. If you're in the field cleaning, then you're coming home and doing all the payroll and buying supplies and driving around and cleaning equipment. The last thing you want to do is going to zap your creativity, right? And it's draining you, right? It's draining you and you aren't creative. So busy work zaps your focus. Number two, it's opportunity cost. It costs you opportunity. So every minute spent on busy work is a minute you could have possibly allocated to activities with a higher return on investment, right? Higher ROI. Cleaning out vacuum heads doesn't have a high ROI. You get what I'm saying? So CEOs may miss out on opportunities for innovation or creativity, business development, or strategic partnerships because they are preoccupied with low value tasks. So these low value tasks should be one that's done after the high priority tasks, right? That's hard because there's only so many hours in the day, right? So those are the two things that busy work costs you. So now, what's the result producing activity? Result producing activity for a cleaning business is sales, marketing. That's it. Two things. There's actually more busy work in a cleaning business than there is result producing activities. Your sales and your marketing, okay? You need to do these two things over and over and over to get more clients. And by doing this consistently in a routine, in sort of a mundane way, right? Kind of way. Some people like it better than others. This is what brings you the increase in revenue, not cleaning out those vacuums. Granted, you need to clean the vacuums out, so you can't clean the houses with dirty vacuums, but it's not going to actually produce you income. So you may feel like you're growing your company by doing payroll each week or getting the laundry done or whatnot, but all these activities keep you from concentrating on the couple of things that are going to bring you from bringing in all the revenue, okay? Which is going to give you the life you deserve, right? That you want and that you deserve. I know we're all working hard in the field. I was in the field for a couple of years. I know what that feels like. But many people get confused on this. I know when I keep my Facebook open, right? I get buzzed. Maybe someone's trying to get into a training. I'm not sure. People get confused on this. So they feel like they're working on their company because there's so much side work or busy work. But these things over time need to get delegated out. $1 million cleaning business owner doesn't do their own laundry. Think about that phrase, what I just said. Someone that owns $1 million cleaning business doesn't do their own laundry, right? They outsource that. They have people that are working for them. They outsource that. So let's think about this for a second. Let's talk about a result producing activity. I'm going to give you an example. Creating a Facebook post, making a reel on Instagram or Facebook. That needs to come first. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, I'll get the stupid laundry done first, or I'll go to Costco and buy some supplies first. Then I'll do the content creating, right? Because you're going to be so creatively fresh after driving to the store, then shopping, and waiting in the line at the checkout. Then it's 2 hours later, right? No, you have to do the content first. Why? Because that's what brings you in the money. That's what brings you in the money. So now I'm going to get to my 3 non-negotiable things that you need to work on to create your money mindset. I'm going to check in. Hi, Laura. How are you? How's everything? I saw you join Gusto. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, what are my three non-negotiable items for money mindset? I'm going to read them off, then I'm going to talk about each one. Number 1, set your intentions. Number 2, creating your belief in yourself. And number 3, your non-negotiable consistency daily routine. Your success is found in your daily routine. Those are the 3 things. Okay, let me break this down. And if you want to take notes, please, by all means, take notes. Setting your intentions. So, setting your intentions has everything to do with your success. It's the first thing you do with everything you do, right? Deciding to lose weight, deciding to start a business, deciding to leave an abusive spouse. You're setting your intention. It's everything. You plan before anything happens. You set that intention and slowly work towards that goal, right? If you're deciding to leave an abusive spouse, right? That's a touchy subject. Let's just talk about that one. If you're deciding to leave that, you're planning on your moves, what you're going to do. You're saving money. You're making plans. You're talking to your friends. You're looking for apartments. You're making your plan way before you actually leave, right? Okay, so we know that. So let's talk about this intentional effort. So it's one thing to wake up every day and say, okay, I want to get to 20K a month, for example, in my cleaning business. But it's the how that actually allows you to get to that point. What you actually have to do to get there. So setting an intention is pretty much like setting a goal. Some people need to write it down, some don't. Here's my process. I write my goals down on a whiteboard. Then I set it and I forget it. So you're saying to yourself, well, why would you set it and forget it? Because once I've written it down, it's ingrained in my brain. So now I'm thinking about it when I wake up in the morning, when I'm working out, before I go to bed. I'm thinking about that. It's my whiteboard is actually down there. It's in my office, and I look at it. And I read it over and over and over. So it's like my blueprint almost, okay? It's there when I'm eating breakfast. It's in the backdrop of my brain every single day. So I'm setting that intention every single day. I'm putting that energy, if you will, out into the universe. I set the intention and I'm putting it out into the universe. Okay, so now my brain is now wired with that goal. It's embedded in my brain among a million other things. So that 20K a month, 30K a month, 50K a month, whatever the goal is, okay, it's in the back of my mind. So go out and buy a whiteboard. Try it. Go out and buy a whiteboard. It doesn't have to be a big one. It could be a smaller one or whatever, right? Go out to Staples. Go get a whiteboard, right? I want you to all write your goals down. Write your income revenues down. And write how many clients you want on the schedule per week, okay? They're kind of one and the same. You got to figure it out. Write down your company goals on the whiteboard, like how many people do you want to hire this year or this quarter, right? Now I want you to write your personal goals because these are very important. As a matter of fact, sometimes they're more important than the business goals, and we kind of get sidetracked because we're women and we have the kids and the husbands and the business, and a lot of times when we're operating our business, we're operating in our masculine energy. And then the feminine energy is gone. That's a topic for another day. But you guys all know what I'm talking about. But your company goals are, they're most probably going to happen before the personal goals happen, right? So you kind of have to do both at the same time. So that was number one. Is this all making sense? I'm going to check in. Oh, you've been home in bed all week? I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Ooh. But that's good your team's handling it. That's good. That's good. Oh, you like the feminine energy topic? I could do a training on that. I'm always talking about that when I do coaching. Amanda. Amanda Burge, you're a badass rock star from Southern Illinois. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Amanda's in the Drop Them Up and Scale program. So is Kelly. Kelly Jenkins from Texas. Okay, number 2. Belief in yourself. The first person who has to believe that you can grow $1 million cleaning business is you. All right, I'm going to say it again. The first person that has to believe that you can grow $1 million cleaning business is you. Not your husband, not your kids, not your friends. It's you. Do you instinctively, inside, believe you can pull it off? Let's show of hands. Say yes. If you think you can pull off running $1 million cleaning business, say yes. If you think you can't, say no. If you think you want a $500,000 business, say $500,000. You want $250,000, say $250,000. But you have to believe that goal first. You have to believe it, because you need to set the intention and believe you can actually do it before it actually happens. And then you just got to wait for everyone else to see your plan, right? You have to believe it before your audience can believe it. You have to believe you offer the best possible cleaning service in your community before all these new clients line up at the door waiting to get on your wait list. My company has a wait list right now. I have 8 to 10 people that have already paid their deposits that I have to schedule, and then I have a wait list. I have 6 people on a wait list beyond the wait list that have already paid their deposits, right? That's belief. That's belief. My belief, my unwavering belief that I can do it. That's how that happened. That doesn't happen by accident, right? That is intentionally setting that goal. So you have to be ready for it. Do you think you can do it? Do you have what it takes? I know some of you have what it takes. We're just working on strengthening that belief, right? I know that. It takes an undying and sheer belief in yourself that you can do it. And some days it's not easy. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not easy. Can it be done? Of course it can. It's done every day. There's a lot of people that have done it, right? All the time. But the people that have built $1 million cleaning companies have a deep down pit in their stomach of pure belief. They're unrealistically optimistic that they can build this company. That's how it happens. Some days are going to try you, right? And they're going to make you want to quit. But this is when you almost have to like get mad and say to yourself, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to do this. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. And I'm going to build this $1 million cleaning company. That's how it happens. You just have to almost get mad at the detours that come your way. Detours is a good word. You have to get mad and you'd be like, nope, I'm not taking that detour. I'm going to keep going, right? That's how you kind of have to think of it. So you have to hold on when reality and sensibility says to stop, because the greatest CEOs, whether it's cleaning business, whether it's anything in the world, have had such unrealistic belief in themselves, and they knew their idea would work before it worked. And before anyone else believed that they could pull it off. You almost have to feel like you have a secret, right? Like you're working to the grind behind the scenes, creating something so powerful and so magical that people will actually be amazed that you pull it off. Like that's a cool feeling. This unwavering belief is what's going to carry you through the hard times, because there's going to be hard times. There's going to be times that you're going to be like, I don't know if I want to do this. I want to get a job. This employee's sucking the life out of me, right? Amanda Burge just had someone she hired a few weeks ago. She thought she was a rock star. Didn't show up one time. Gave her a second chance. Second time, I said, give her a second chance. Because if you give her a second chance and she screws you again, doesn't show up, then you know you're done. Right? What do you think happened? Didn't show up again. Okay, she's done. She's out there rage cleaning, but now she's moving on and she's going to find a real employee. Sometimes that stuff happens. We're dealing with people. If we were dealing with robots, we'd all be gazillionaires because there wouldn't be any problems, right? Is this making sense? I know I'm not trying to laugh, but like I've been through all of this before. Yes, totally. Totally, Amy, right? Totally, Amanda. Amanda knows. Amanda, you're going to be fine. All right. My third one. And I don't want to say this is most important, but it could be. I mean, they're all important, but this one I find that people struggle with, okay? All right. Write this down if you have a pen or a phone or whatever. Non-negotiable consistency. My favorite word of the century. You will hear this. Nose to the grind, undying, every day, get up and slay the consistency. Slay the day-to-day consistency. The incredibly boring, daunting task of doing the same thing over and over and over to get results. It's what you have to do. You have to get good at being disciplined to get the result producing activities done. Everyone wants to sit on the couch and drink their coffee and scroll Facebook, right? And don't do anything. I know, I get like that too, right? I get like that too. Now, I know a lot of you have worked with me, and whether it be in the program or private or whatever, and you know that I practice what I preach. I live this every single day, right? I'm not that gym teacher that is yelling at the kid to do 100 push-ups while I'm standing over you eating a glazed donut. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm out there doing the push-ups with you. Okay, that's the difference. I'm in the grind every day, doing the same things that I know work, right? I teach you all my secrets and tricks that I know work. And if you're in my programs or you've worked with me before, you know they work. Because if you've done the work or you're doing the work, you're seeing the results, right? You're seeing the results. And you're seeing it quickly and quicker, all right? Anyone have any questions about anything I just went over? I'm going to open this up for questions because we have an extra couple of minutes. So I'm going to open it up for questions. Anyone have any questions? I like to ask questions. Yes. Does that mean you have a question? Yes. Anyone have a question? Tamika. Awesome. You wrote it down, girl. Setting your intentions, belief in yourself, non-negotiable consistency. I'm telling you, write that down on your whiteboard. Write that down on your whiteboard. What do you have a question, Tamika? Shoot. Shoot away. Anyone have questions? I got a couple minutes for questions. A couple minutes. Laura, message me. Message me on Facebook with your Gusto questions. Gusto, for anyone that doesn't know, is a payroll company, an online payroll company that we use, that a bunch of people in my Drop Them Up Accelerator use. I have an affiliate code if you need a payroll software, and the affiliate code I have gives you $100. They give you a Visa gift card, which is cool for signing up. So yeah, that's like a specific one. So I will put in the chat if anyone needs a Gusto, anyone needs a payroll referral. We love Gusto. It makes our life so much easier. All right, I don't think there are any questions. How are there not any questions? Oh, here we go. What are some good routines? What do you mean routines? Like day-to-day routines? What does that exactly mean? Like wake up in the morning type thing? Or related to cleaning? I know you're probably typing, so I'll wait. Three, consistency. Okay. All right, I'll give you mine. So what I do, Amy, is I wake up in the morning. I believe there's a direct correlation between working out, between exercise and success. So I was a national fitness competitor when I was in my 20s, a little bit of time ago. And I learned my discipline and my consistency and everything from that. I believe there's a direct correlation between the brain and exercise. I believe that it affects the serotonin levels and keeps you going and allows you to maintain that high level of doing result producing activities over a sustained period of time. So I get up in the morning. I get up maybe like four, between 4 and 5. I know that sounds crazy. I was never an early riser before. Between 4 and 5, I do a bunch of work. And then I have a little mini gym in my house. I go downstairs, I get my cardio done. I work out for about 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, and that sets my intention for the day. And then my routine is I go to my office at Maid, right? Because I told you I'm an active owner. Go to the office at 8 o'clock. Wait for my teams to come in 8:30. Do my meetings every morning. Go over the houses. Make sure they have the keys. They're set up for success. That whole 9 yards. That's sort of like my morning routine. And then sometimes I have coaching calls, and then so on and so forth goes through the day. That's that routine. Tamika, I hired an employee and she did some no-shows yesterday in her car at a flat tire, and I told her to keep me updated and never heard from her. Today she no-shows, and this is not the first time. What you should do, you should fire her. What you should do, yeah, I don't think she's coming to work, and for some reason, Tamika, she thinks it's okay to treat you like that. So maybe you should let her go. Do you have coverage though? That's the only thing. Do you have coverage to help you? But yeah, that's no good. You can't let her treat you like that. Consistency routines would be good. I have started. What I'm trying to remember this. Oh, here we go. I started having all the ladies count the cleaning bottles because they kept leaving them behind the clients. Oh my God, I know, right? This is crazy. Other foolproof ideas. Foolproof ideas, when you're in the house, have the non-team lead, which is the cleaning tech, pack the caddy and make sure everything's in the caddy before they leave the house. That's one thing. Tamika, I have thought of doing a checklist on a small index card. Yep. And laminate so they know 100%. Laminate so it doesn't get wet, right, with the cleaning supplies. Yes, I gave her a chance after chance and no one to back her up. I have to hire again. Yeah, I know. It's kind of one of those things, and it's not just a cleaning business. It's every kind of business, right? Everyone says, "Oh, I would be hiring." I mean, it's every business. You're gonna have your core group of people that are solid, and then you're gonna rotate the bottom ones out, right? And those are the ones you're gonna be hiring. And then after a few months, you find a good one, then you add that one to the core group of people. Like that's how it goes. I'm not gonna tell you, you can everything that I do is perfect all the time. It's not. But it's a heck of a lot quicker than it used to be. That's what I can tell you. But yeah, so massive action plus massive results or equals massive results. Massive action on your part equals massive results. So everyday action is going to get you big results, but you're going to be consistent, and that's where people fail. They didn't fall in love with their daily routine, okay? You need to fall in love with this daily routine of what? Your result-producing activities, the things bring you in money, the things that give you the results that you want, right? They do a result-producing activity for a few days, then they drop off, right? How many people have done this, and then they drop off, right? At one time in my life, like I told you, I competed in like 7 or 8 competitions. I was on TV, I was on ESPN, the whole 9 yards. I stood on stage, true story, I stood on stage with my idols that were on my walls as a kid. So when I'm living at home, I have all these walls, all these like fitness girls and stuff. That was like so cool. So at one point in my life, I stood on stage next to them. Talk about a trip. I worked harder than most. I knew I could get there. I had immense belief in myself. And I went from being, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a chubby teenager. Not really chubby, but just not skinny, right? To being on ESPN, flipping around on stage, doing a gymnastics routine in front of thousands of people on TV, right? I had two workouts a day, totaling about 3 to 4 hours a day, 6 days a week. All I do is eat a really clean diet and train. I mentally saw myself and I saw my body changing before it actually changed. So that setting the intention is what I'm talking about. I envisioned this change in my mind before it even happened. I visualized standing on stage, doing my routine on TV before it even happened, years before it happened. So I brought this into the universe, right? I wasn't lucky. I worked my ass off for it. And it's the same thing with the cleaning business. I took that knowledge of how to grind every single day and put it into my own cleaning business. So I transferred that belief in myself and my abilities into my maid service, And that's how I got here, not by luck, by the intentional choices I made every day. I chose not to quit. I chose to keep moving forward, almost in an intense fight against myself, like an intense rage against myself. I was competing against myself, not anyone else, okay? Because everyone has their own journey, their own fight, their own reason why they're building their maid service. Is this making sense? You are all driven by something that I know nothing about unless you shared it with me. We are all driven by our own personal reasons, and you have to channel that reason for when the shit gets hard, because it's going to get hard. Some days are going to try you, right? So when it seems boring, keep going. When you are uninspired, keep going, because this is when the success is right around the corner. When it seems like you want to give up, and it seems, like this isn't your path, right? Your success is right around the corner. This is when you need to dig deeper and say, I'm not a quitter. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to hire again, right? I'm going to keep going, right? Why would you let a circumstance like a bad employee or a nitpicky client determine your success? Why are they going to determine your outcome? I thought you determined your outcome. That's right, you do. This is your journey, not anyone else's. This is your success train, not theirs, all right? Not theirs. So, is that making sense? I hope it's making sense. On a lighter note, let me tell you about some success stories. I have a few, I'm going to say a few, I have a bunch of amazing women in the Drop Them Up and Scale Accelerator. They're having some fantastic results. The first lady I want to talk about is Jamie Burrow from Safe and Sound Environmental out of Virginia. She's increased her revenues by 30%. She just started a business last year. Hired 3 new people, drastically decreased the amount of time she is cleaning, and decreased her business costs by 60% by being in the program. She showed up, went to class, did the homework, messaged me all the time, asked me for help, right? We did that. Kelly Jenkins from Texas. She also started her business I think she started her business in October or November. She's completely filled up her schedule. She's getting ready to hire. She's nervous about it. I'm going to help her through it, right? She's created all of her operational docs, her training docs, her Canva marketing docs. She is ready to scale. Janet Baker from Ohio is severely decreasing the time in the field. She is mastering my Facebook strategy to attract high-paying clients, absolutely loading her schedule up with new clients. She's firing toxic employees. She's hiring new ones. Last week we were on the call and she had to deal with a bad review because one of her not so smart cleaning techs, who she just let go, messed up really bad on a job. She got a bad review, so we were kind of working her through there. So these are real maid service owners who are showing up to class, they're putting in the work, and they're getting stuff done, right? So if you are struggling with hiring, with training, with high-paying clients, come talk to me. I have a few spots open for the program. I have a couple of people that just graduated and they're moving on to the Elite Sisters Mastermind, which is the next step after, which is part of the Sisters Who Scale University that is up and coming. So I don't work with everyone because everyone's not ready for this level of commitment. I expect a lot. I expect you to work, right? I expect you to have a commitment to yourself in your business. I hold people accountable, because if you're not accountable, it's not going to work. Remember how we talk about that consistency? If you don't have consistency, it is not going to work. So if you want to work with me, I'm going to hold you accountable and we're going to make stuff happen. So DM me if you're interested, or write on there. I'm also going to put the link for Gusto if anyone needs it. I hope this was helpful, ladies. Hi, Amy. Amy, I'll message you. Daily routine. Kelly, you got a daily routine too. Kelly's got so much energy down in Texas. You guys gonna meet this lady. She's like amazing. She's like amazing. Amy, I'll DM you, Amy. I'll tell you all about it. I know Gusto's awesome, right? I'm glad you're on it, Tamika. That's awesome. All right, ladies, have a great, amazing evening. Guess what I'm doing right now? Just so you want to know a day in the life, in 10 minutes, I have an interview for someone for my maid service, right? Hi, Jaden. Yeah, this is real life stuff. I'm going to change my shirt. I'm going to put on my Maid Bright shirt, my work shirt, and I'm going to do an interview. What do we think of that? It's real life stuff. Oh, you're welcome, Jaden. Jaden, I'll message you, honey. Have a great evening, ladies. I hope it's getting warm wherever you are. It's raining up here in Massachusetts. All right. Have a great night. I will see you all soon.